I want to go to Venkaiah Naidu, who is joining us. Mr. Naidu, you are from Andhra Pradesh. You know the area well. Your first reactions to what you've seen today. It must be disturbing to see Hyderabad becoming the target of terror ever so often.
It's really sad. It is to be condemned. And my appeal to the people of Hyderabad city is to maintain calm and peace and try to cooperate with the government in finding out the real culprits and reach the bottom of the truth. Having said so, Rajdeep, I do not want to score political points, but the NIA has clearly stated 2 days back that there is likelihood of terrorist activities taking place in various parts of the country, including Hyderabad. This has been confirmed by the Union Home Minister. Secondly, Lashkar-e-Toiba and some other terrorist organizations have thrown an open challenge that they will take revenge for the hanging of Afzal Guru and Kasab. That being the case, the administration should have taken the needed preventive measures and created alert among the force as well as the people. I don't know what exactly happened.
But sir, I concede what you are saying, but let's also not move 5 steps forward and say automatically Lashkar-e-Toiba is responsible or this is a response to Afzal's hanging. It is possible that it may well be found out by an investigation, but sir, the blasts are not even 2.5 hours old. So somewhere you will have to also exercise restraint, sir.
Rajdeep,
yes.
Rajdeep, Lashkar-e-Toiba is not my local political opponent.
Yes.
To criticize.
Yes.
They have.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you are already presuming that the Lashkar-e-Toiba is responsible in some way for the attack, and the motive is the Afzal hanging.
Because they have declared they will take revenge for Afzal's and this Kasab's hanging. They have gone on record.
So 2.5 hours into the Hyderabad blast. So you are already convinced about who's responsible for it.
No, see, the NIA has issued a statement just now. Some of the channels have shown it also, where the NIA has advised the state government there is a possibility of Lashkar-e-Toiba attack in certain parts of the country. They have named Hyderabad as one possible attack.
Yes.
And thirdly, Rajdeep, I want to tell you and also through you, the countrymen, please let us try to understand mere condolence for the dead and compensation for the survived is not suffice. We need to go to the bottom of this entire incidents of terrorist attack. Our enemy sitting across the border is trying to always create trouble in India, subvert Indian system, cripple our economy, and they always aid, abet, fund and train terrorists, and so they have been sending. If you are not able to understand the game plan, then we will be falling into the trap.
I take your point completely. Meanwhile, sir, again a depressing side for me is now that late YSR's widow, Vijay Amma, has also come to the site, and suddenly all the police are crowding around her. Is this what we want? Within 2 hours of a blast, every politician of Andhra Pradesh is rushing to the spot to get a photo opportunity. Should this practice not stop completely? This is really not the way
we should allow the police free time to take necessary steps and also correct the needed forensic evidence. That is the reason, and my president called me from Hyderabad. I have told him I am not coming right now because now rushing to the spot will be creating problems for the administration. Already it's a very congested area. Dilsukh Nagar and that Venkatadri theatre and that Konark theatre, they are very heavily crowded in the evenings. So that's why they have chosen that spot to create panic among the people. We should avoid visiting the place for some time. Allow the local administration, police people.
I just wish your fellow politicians follow your message, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, because they are not doing it at the moment from Andhra Pradesh. But just to get in a quick word from Abid Rasool Khan, you heard Venkaiah Naidu there saying there was information, Mr. Khan. Home Minister has admitted 2 days ago they did receive information. NIA is claiming that they did send information that the Lashkar could plan attacks. Mr. Naidu claims as a revenge for Afzal Guru. Now, if that information turns out to be true, there are serious questions to be raised again about the gap between the centre and the state. I know this is not the day to debate whether we need a national counter-terrorism centre, but the fact is the Congress party is the party in power both in Delhi and in Hyderabad. So those questions will be raised. Why don't we have a national security grid?
I differ with senior leader Mr. Venkaiah Naidu on the issue that we assume and presume things immediately after a blast. Okay, the information must have been there. The information what is there with the Home Ministry, we are not privy to it, and we are not have seen it.
Right.
Nor I don't think Mr. Venkaiah Naidu has seen it, or I have seen it. It must be a confidential information between the police and the Home Ministry.
Right.
And if that information is pointing out to a particular place and a blast, or a particular city, or a particular type of method of blast, then definitely the administration can be held responsible. But if the information is of a general type in a crowded area, in a city, vast city like Hyderabad, you cannot police every man and every man's movement.
No, but I get your, I accept that, but the point with politicians, the NCTC, Mr. Venkaiah Naidu, even the BJP needs to perhaps work with the, your state governments are also resisting NCTC, the formation of a national counter-terrorism center. Why can we not have a national security grid? We seem to be playing politics, sir, with internal security. The Congress does it at times with anti-terror laws. You are accused of doing it when it comes to the formation of an NCTC. State government see it as an intrusion by the center on their powers. We need a common national security grid so information can be passed off smoothly. If, as you are saying, there was such information of Lashkar planning attacks, then surely this information needed to be acted on. We need actionable intelligence.
Please try to understand that my friend Mr. Khan also understand.
Yes.
I have not made any allegation. Just now 2 national TV channels, including one channel from Hyderabad, has shown the scrolling of what has been mentioned in the NIA handout to the states about the Lashkar-e-Toiba possibly attacking certain places,
yes,
including Hyderabad and also Bangalore and other places.
Yes.
That's why I have quoted it. Secondly, okay, I agree with you, there has to be cooperation between the center and state governments in order to fight terrorism, because terrorism is not a simple law and order issue.
Right.
At the same time, center alone cannot do it without taking the state on board. So the center and state together must exchange information and act in unison in tackling this national menace of terrorism.
Okay, well, those are fine words. I just hope with the parliament budget session on, maybe the opposition and the government will get together for once. These are critical issues that cannot be kept pending for much too long, sir. We need a national security grid. I just want to get a quick response from a former DG of Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Swaranjit Sen. Sir, your response to what you're hearing at the moment, that maybe there was not enough actionable intelligence, but there was some kind of information. Do you believe that Hyderabad perhaps will have to look at why it has become such a soft target?
Well, regarding the information and actionable information, I think no one can be really particularly specific in these things. The area was specified,
yes,
and only to that extent can any intelligence agency predict anything, right?
Right.
Now, whether adequate measures were taken to act upon this information, that is what is more important.
Right.
Now, this we could know from the DGP probably at a later stage.
Right.
What systems he put in place to neutralize such a happening. We don't know whether he did that or how much he did.